Hi, good evening. Myself Hashmi Visad, roll number 48, 6th semester Unitary LLB, Government Law College, Trivandrum. I am here to take a seminar presentation on the topic meaning of organized crime and types of organized crime. The organized crime is defined as those involved normally working with others in continuing serious criminal activities for substantial profit or elsewhere. Organized criminals that work together for a duration of a particular criminal activity or activities are what we call an organized crime group. There are several characteristics of organized crime. They are as follows. First one is continuity. The criminal group operates beyond the lifetime of individual members and is structured to survey changes in leadership. Next one is structure. Structure means the criminal group is structured as the collection of hierarchically arranged independent officers devoted to the accomplishment of a particular function. It may be highly structured or may be rather fluid. It is, however, distinguishable as the ranks are based on power and authority. Next one is membership. The membership in the core criminal group is restricted and based on common traits such as ethnicity, criminal background, or common interest. The potential members are subjected to a lot of scrutiny and required to prove their worth and loyalty to the criminal group. Next is criminality. The criminal groups relies on continuing criminal activity to generate income. Thus, continuing criminal conspiracy is inherent in organized crime. Some activities such as supplying illegal goods and services. Next is types of organized crime. The first type of organized crime is drug abuse and drug trafficking. It perhaps the most serious organized crime affecting the country and is truly transnational in character. India is geographically situated between uh, the countries of Golden Triangle and Golden Crescent and is a transit point of narcotic drugs produced in these regions of West India. India also produces a considerable amount of illicit opium, part of which also finds peace in illicit market in different forms. Illicit drug trade in India centers on five major substances, namely heroin, hashish, opium, and cannabis, and methadone. Next one is smuggling. Smuggling is India has a large uh, coastal line which consists of 7,500 kilometers and open borders with Nepal and Bhutan, and is prone to large scale of smuggling of contraband and other consumable items. Though it is not possible to quantify the value of contraband goods smuggled into this country, it is possible to have some idea of the extent of smuggling from valuable or contraband seized, even though they may constitute a very small proportion of the actual smuggling. The next one is money laundering or hawala. Money laundering means conversion of illegal and ill-gotten money into semi-illegal money so that it can be integrated into legitimate economy. The aim is generally achieved via the interactive steps of placement, layering, and integration so that money so integrated in legitimate economy can be freely used by the offenders without any fear of detection. Money laundering poses a serious threat world over, not only to the criminal justice system of the countries but also to the sovereignty. Next is terrorism and narco-terrorism. Terrorism is a serious problem which India is facing. Conceptually, terrorism does not fall in the category of organized crime, as the dominant motive behind terrorism is political or ideological and not acquisition of money power. Next one is contract killings. The offender of murder is punishable under Section 302 IPC by life imprisonment or death sentence. Conviction rate is in murder cases about 38% in India. The chance of detection in contract killing is quite low. The method adopted in contract killing is by engaging a professional gang or a monetary consideration. Next one is kidnapping for ransom. Kidnapping for ransom is highly organized crime in urban areas. There are several local as well as interstate gangs involved in these. Financial rewards are immense where the labor and risk is involved. Illegal immigration. A large number of Indians are working abroad, particularly in Gulf region. Young people want to move to foreign countries for lucrative jobs. Large scale of migration fostered by the high rate of unemployment in the country and higher wages lived in the foreign countries. As it is not easy for the aspirants to obtain valid travel documents and jobs abroad, they fall into the trap of unscrupulous travel agents and employment agencies. These are the main categories of organized crime. This is the end of my seminar. Thank you.